it's Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Hey, we're doing another post here. We're doing a couple of these, so be sure to subscribe to us. Give us a like so you can see the different versions we're doing. We're doing the iPhones versus the HTCs in this comparison review, and we're doing them with the Samsung Galaxies on a separate video, and the LGs and the BlackBerries and whatever else we find, which is, I think, the Motorola's. So be sure to tune in for those and give them a search on our channel. Let's take a look at what we have here. We've got several different Geekbench 3 comparisons. We're going to be doing benchmark testing against all these devices. We have the AT&T, most all these devices are from AT&T, fastest download upload speeds that we have in our possession. We have also two Verizons, which are these two here, the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 5C. So that's how this lays out. We're just going to be testing the processors on the Geekbench 3. So we have the iPhone 4S, we have the iPhone 5, we have the iPhone 5C, the iPhone 5S, HTC One X, HTC One X Plus, we have the HTC One Mini, and the HTC One. So we have a little mini there that's just pretty cool. How about them apples? Alright, so let's see how both these, or all these devices, take and work. We're going to go ahead and start running the processors on all these babies to see how they come out, and we'll see what their scores are and how well they do in comparison. Now we kind of know the iPhone 5S right now is the fastest processor on the market. It's got the 64GB chip, and it's getting the best Geekbench 3 scores. So we're gonna, just for fun, see how this comes out and see which one wins. Most likely we'll see the first one that pops up will usually be the winner. But like I said, we're doing these comparisons with the iPhones versus the Samsung Galaxies that we have in our possession, the HTCs and the LGs and the BlackBerries and the Motorola's, so be sure to tune in for those. Give us a like, subscribe to us while you're waiting for this to come up. And there we have it, the fastest phone on the market. 1410 Geekbench 3 score on the single core test, and on the 2558 multi-core score for the iPhone 5S. There you have it, fastest phone on the market. 64GB chip kind of makes it, gives the edge there. Helps it out. Let's see who's going to come up next. Looks like they're all pacing about the same. The iPhone 5 looks like it's going to come up 724 is the single core score on the iPhone 5, and 1304 is the multi-core score. On the iPhone 5C, 712 and 1283 is its multi-core score. We're still waiting for the other devices to catch up with us. Let's take a look. And looks like we're slowly getting there with the HTCs, and the iPhone 4S is the only one we're waiting for. Okay, so we have the HTC One, came up with the core score of 595, single core score, multi-core score 1754. Its little brother, the Mini, came in at 486, single core score 883, multi-core score. And looks like we have the HTC One X coming in at 503, single core score, multi-core score 930. And we're still waiting for the X Plus and the iPhone 4S, which is probably going to take a little bit for us. So what these do for us is they give us a good idea as to how well these processors and operating systems utilize each other, work, all that sort of good stuff. You can see the breakdown if you really want to see of each of the devices and their makeups of their processors, etc., etc. The HTC One X Plus coming in at 427 and 852 multi-core score. Not sure why that took longer comparatively to the One. Technically it's supposed to be a little faster, but there you are. So you can see the breakdown of all these scores and where they're coming out at. Let's go ahead and page down so you can see some of the multi-core scores, how they broke down integer-wise, all that sort of good stuff. I normally don't worry about these numbers, but what the heck, we've got time to kill. We're waiting for each of these devices are waiting for the 4S to come around. So what we'll do is we'll drop back to the tops of all these as the 4S looks like it's about to finish up for us, and you'll be able to see how these mobile devices have each evolved. So that's kind of interesting in themselves. So the iPhone 4S comes in at 217, 413 multi-core score. Very interesting. You can see how these evolved over time. You've got kind of weird that the HTC One X Plus didn't do quite as well. These have all been updated to the latest software. We're running iOS 7.02 on the iPhones. Okay, so there you have it. Give us a like, subscribe to us. Check us out on the other videos we're going to be doing with the iPhones versus the Samsung Galaxies. Be sure to check in the ChrisVossShow.com. We get all the major phones from all the major carriers, and you want to tune in so you can see how these phones perform. Thanks for coming by. Be sure to check back in often.